Within these trees and hills and chaparral, there is a story, a pattern, a song of how life works and moves. It's been told over a lifetime by an artist of uncommon imagination and ingenuity. Between heaven and earth, James Hubbell has made a world he wants to live in, expressed by a singular creative vision. Inspired by nature and grounded in humanity. Reaching out from the tranquility of his mountaintop home, James Hubbell invites us to perceive the world differently, think about life creatively, and embrace our commonality.
I think my life is really about maybe bridging things, but it's also just about making things. I think artists are born with a certain vocabulary in their head, and they just, you follow it or you get a chance to follow it, and you're lucky. I don't think you have to know where you're going, but I think you have to set a direction towards something, and hopefully it's big enough so it'll last your whole life and even after.
For more than 60 years, this busy studio in Julian, California, has produced thousands of artworks. From gates and railings to fine sculpture, stained glass, and architecture. And every creation has come from the mind of James Hubbell.
His work is devotional in that it is work. It's really important to him. It appears that he gets up in the morning and he wants to work, and he wants to create every day. And so he has created an astonishing amount of work in his lifetime.
The process of making for him is like breathing. This idea of making things is a way for him to communicate, and it's communicating in a broader way. And he also likes the physical act of making. It's like thinking for him.
He has been so true to this impetus inside himself that makes him want to do art all the time. He's listened to it so carefully.
What's so extraordinary about James is that he is not neatly classified in one medium. He's not a watercolorist, though he does watercolors. He's not just a stained glass window artist, though he does stained glass windows. I think what's unique about James is that he's trying to synthesize all those media and bring them together to work in support of each other. So when he designs architecture, buildings, everything from a door handle to a window to a wall to the roof becomes part of the artistic expression.
And there's something about beauty that is immediate and alive. It gives life, it changes perception, it opens you up. Beauty connects.
I'm never sure why I do things, but I'm pretty good at going back and seeing what logically, how the design worked. I think it's the trust that you gain as you work long enough, that you know things that you don't know you know.
A life lived in harmony with the environment that surrounds his Southern California mountain home has inspired works so exquisite. They've been commissioned for churches, synagogues, public art, even a palace.
Beauty, to me personally, is something that puts me into deep connection with life way beyond my own. And I like that. I like that otherness that I encounter. And people who act in that way, I think, have some beauty attached to them, to their authority. They are authors of their own thoughts and actions.
I wanted in my life to search for beauty, but I never wanted to find it. And I think that sort of has guided me. That if there's enough celebrating or reverence for it, there's not room for all the other things. But that's a big thing to ask for people.